friends, and welcome back to Elden Ring on Jade the Kobold. That's me. How you doing? You having a good day? I hope you're having a good day. You deserve to have a good day. We have, featuring today, bisexual lighting. I figured that'd be a good way to open it up. We're just gonna get lost and find our way around places. I have this place here and the surrounding area. This is actually underground from the other side of this cave, right? So we haven't actually visited here. We still need to find... We made it all the way the heck down there. There's apparently this, which was probably going to unlock like this entirety map, because I don't see any other map markers on here at all. And we found a way over here. So we've kind of been doing a little bit of Dijkstra, going a little bit in each direction, finding things in every direction we can find. And, frankly, finding a ton of stuff, right? Like, we've been getting a lot of stuff. Right now, I'm back to backhand blade, dagger, with a light load for light rolling. I will, on occasion, switch this over to the dry leaf arts, which I put up to 24, of course. I think I did that last time. I wish the perfume bottles were good. I desperately wanted a Dex magic adjacent item that was going to be sort of like... Where are they? I skipped them over. I desperately wanted a Dex adjacent item. And like, maybe this is it? But that's, you know, more strength. And maybe the fan of daggers are good now, but like... Wait, actually, here's a question. How far can I throw these daggers compared to my throwing dagger item? These, it was what I meant. I wanted one of these spell items, these Bloodborne-esque spell items that scaled with Dex, or I guess lightning would be what it means to scale with Dex. And I couldn't find any. So let's try this. So these go places. Looks like they go a little bit farther, but not far enough to be worth using. Understandable. And the daggers are so good. But the biggest thing I wanted, I see you over there. I see you. Don't be flourishing your wings at me. So good. So the important thing is, assuming the Wakizashi is basically only there for bleed, and the Misericord is basically only there for piercing and sneak attacks, we have this for piercing, this for slash, and this for blunt. We can't have them all equipped right now, lest we find ourselves incapable of, well, you know. Honestly, I could unequip. It's like, I want to keep this equipped, I want to keep this equipped. I could unequip either the Misericord, which is only there for sneak attacks, or the Wakizashi, which is only there for parrying and bleed. But there's only one problem with that. And that's, I don't wanna. Because I find myself needing these sneak attacks often enough to make it worthwhile to have the Misericord just a little touch away, you know? And then if I have the Misericord at just a little touch away, well, I certainly might as well have the... There we go. Then I certainly might as well have the... parry as well. Hey, buddy. I thought I locked on. Have I not locked on? Why haven't I locked on yet? Why can't I lock on? There, I can lock on now. Thank you for letting me lock on. I appreciate it. That's 400 damage charged. Jumping does 300, so charge attack gets me an extra 100 damage at the cost of the time spent for the charge attack, which means that I'm spending time instead of stamina, because I can make, you know, almost an entire extra attack if I, you know, simply choose not to. I'm saying you know way too many times today. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's strange. So have I been down to the bottom of this path? I don't think I have. I think I just went down to that terminus. Which is a headwater terminus, that is to say. It is a terminus of the... That one looks different. And this one has gold eyes, so we have two different... Ooh, and one regular. One regular that's sneaky, and they're all mad at me. That means this is no longer a battle for that weapon. Ow! Okay, okay. Mental note, pain. Mental note, sometimes things hurt. Owie. Nah, you're dead. This one I assume just breathes fire. And by fire I mean whatever the heck that is right now. Ooh, it hurt, it hurt, it hurt. By the way, I did, as a matter of factually... Yeah, get wrecked. I did, in fact, kill that dragon, the one that was being a jerk last time. It was a pain in the butt, because every attempt had to be waiting... every attempt had to be waiting for the dragon to kill the two mounted knights. Or at least unhorse them. Once the dragons were unhorsed... What? A spirit gravestone. I think I've got those before. No? Yeah, I got several. It's that thing. Got it. Because if I couldn't go in there and fight the dragon and two knights, because the knights would simply turn, aggro me, and decide that my entire life was best spent on the floor. They hated me more than the dragon they were fighting, despite never having seen me before. Now, part of me says, yeah, obviously, it's just an AI thing. You are both flagged as different factions. You are in opposition, factional opposition to both the dragon and the knight, and the knight is in factional opposition to both the dragon and you. So they have some simple AI coding that functions not different from the multiplayer coding, where they will change their aggro targets accordingly. I get that. We all get that. We all know this. But, like, I'm very much the kind of girl who wants to do in lower representations. Like, okay, so when I'm playing Cyberpunk, which I've been going back to lately, which I really enjoy, when I was playing Cyberpunk, and I got a visual bug, so like a texture not loading, or one common one is when I go into my map menu, it drops the frame rate to 4 frames a second for a good 10 seconds for some reason, and then it clears up. Obviously, this is a bug in the game. Obviously, this is just an actual bug in the programming of the game that never got fixed, or that I haven't found the mod to fix patch-wise. Sorry, I have some tea for my throat. Well, I choose to create an in-lore explanation for that. For me, that is not simply that it doesn't work, that my game is broken, because that's not as much fun as it is to say, oh, my optics are bugged, my Kadoshi eyewear, eye replacements, they're a little glitchy, so this happens. That's a more interesting answer to make it an in-world... what's the word? Bug? Concern? Issue? It makes it diegetic. It makes the bug in the game diegetic to the game. I am getting latency issues when I pull up my inventory because my eyewear, which lets me sort through my backpack very quickly, you know, that pulls up the heads-up display over my eyes in-game, in the game world, is broken. Is a bit glitchy. Well, in this same vein, I will choose to decide that those knights were more scared of me than the dragon. That for some reason, which I know does not exist, that for some reason... Okay. Those knights considered me to be the greater threat. And as a result, were aggroing me, even though they were fighting a giant dragon. Why would this be? Well, I was wearing Carrion Knight armor for a while, but now I'm wearing Renala's armor. Renala the Twin Moon Knight, fashioned from silver steel. and those were of a opposing faction. Either they recognized me individually, which would not be possible since I have not been in this land for very long. Buddy. Or, moreover, they decided that an opposing knight was a greater threat, and something that they would have to deal with before they could get back to the dragon, much as I ended up having to decide I had to deal with them before I could fight the dragon. So we actually had a very similar viewpoint in that. As a result, I had to attempt multiple times, which are not incrementing the death counter. You cannot make me. That was off stream. I had to make several attempts in which I had to just wait for the dragon to unhorse them, and then summon whichever character I could to fight it. It was too bulky for Tish, and it was, and Luthul wasn't getting enough aggro, so it ended up being our good friend Flo. Flo, the Dog Knight. Because everybody loves puppy boys. Right? Show me somebody who doesn't love fluffy puppy boys. You can't. They all do. Everyone does. It's just a fact of life. Find a fluffy puppy boy, you pet it. So, Flo helped me out. Suppressing pillar. Suppressing what, pray tell? And what are you a suppressant of? Well, let's find out, I guess. There's my pin, spot on. There's one more loop around at the higher elevation to see if I am missing anything. I truly am not. What do you got for me? What is your wisdom? Try ooh, that's a good hint. Let me go up first and take a look. Oh, there might be a down there. Well, let's take the obvious path first before we take the unobvious one. Surely this will not end poorly for me. Literally just a chest and tombstone, eh? The very center of the lands between. All manner of death wash up here, only to be suppressed. Interesting. Is the death itself suppressed, or is the all manner of things that come here are being suppressed? Ooh, okay, okay. Right, I don't have a button bind for that. Because this game. That's fine, I'd rather this. So we have a Dragon's Reach situation over there. The very Dark Souls 2 of it. Big fan, big fan. Up here is areas that we've not explored. We haven't really gone up that way much. But we can see that that is towards the Shadow Tree. Skadu is, of course, the... Oh, it's crunchy. One moment. I can fix that right away. There we go, that should fix it. The Windows noise are how you know that I'm real. That's how you know it's a real stream. So there's the Shadow Tree, Skadu, it being the spelling, but that being Old English for Shadu, being shadow. We have that manor there, which we have explored, the Fort of Reprimand. Over there we have... That's also where we fought the bear. Did we go up to that precipice? No, that's this thing, which we have not gotten to. We can't see behind it either. There's another large thing over there, which I assume is a big old dungeon. Big fan of those. And on this direction is we've effectively explored as most of the ways out until we can see that greenery plateau area, which looks like we have to access it from that direction. And then down here, like this is just what we've been through. The artist shack. This is the opening area. But I will say those trees look much more spindly from far than they are up close. I guess I'm just used to seeing them up close. Okay, so what's the loot? I've buried the lead far enough, I suppose. Yo, nice. So I have a plus 25 this. This is plus 24. Honestly, I probably will plus 25 this. This is one of my this is probably my favorite new addition. It only has one problem, and that's that I can't find a good weapon art for it. Because I want a good medium-range weapon art that is not a gap closer. Now, usually my weapon art choices focus on gap closing. That's just what I prefer to do. But for these, I don't have a good option yet. I've been using I just set it to quick step as that's a good escape. No, there's no down. Okay, I was expecting there to be a cutout with a chest in here. Well, honestly, good message. You got me good. You wasted my time as you intended to do, and frankly, I respect that. You got me good. Completely baited. So that's this, and that's this entire segment. So where are my paths? Where are my paths again? I have this entire plane out here, but I also have this, which gives me an immediate monument. And I feel like the monument is good. Either that, or I go out here and try to fish out that monument. Either way. Or I could just say, you know what, I have the map for here. Let's go to where I have the map for first. This area is the closest to the beginning of the game, since it comes straight off of the, you know, this bridge pathway. Leads up and around. Or this one here. Yeah, this bridge pathway here leads up and leads directly to it. So that's technically the earliest one in logic. That is to say, one of the earlier places that you can go. And the Ancient Ruins base from here, which we got to from the Undercroft here, I believe may connect that same area. Let's check there, right, just to check. Yeah, Jebaited is a Twitch thing. This is just regular baited. Yeah, so we have this area to explore too. Does this and that connect? I'm going to go and explore it from the castle front, because I've made a half meme out of Dijkstra. And if I'm memeing on Dijkstra, I gotta keep going. I'm not gonna give up a bit. Are you kidding me? You guys know me better than that. It's not actually correct to call it Dijkstra. It's just... Look, Dijkstra is a really fun word to say, and you should say it. Dijkstra. Just say it out loud with your mouth and all of your tongue. Say Dijkstra. Dijkstra. It's just fun, right? Anyways, as far as what it actually means, because I realize I haven't actually explained that. So Dijkstra's sorting, or pathing algorithm, I should say, attempts to find the shortest path between two nodes, and it checks all of the paths that start with the shortest distance first, and circling out until it finds the solution. It's a good pathing sorting algorithm. It is the most adaptable pathing algorithm, because it can be used and modified pardon me, to very easily account for things like slowdowns or walls. most sorting algorithms for pathing don't actually allow you to make a note for distance. That is to say, from A1 to A2, if that is, we'll use a tabletop term, say it's rough terrain, costs you double movement. Well, Dijkstra doesn't really handle that. I mean, I'm sorry, Dijkstra is the one that can handle that. I'm sorry, most do not handle that. I said the opposite of what is true. Dijkstra is the one that can handle that, whereas most cannot. Just use no fire ahead. Okay, that must mean bonfire, presumably. Well, let's sneaky snake our way up and backstab all of these friends, starting from farthest back so they didn't see me. Good. Big fan of them not seeing me. They may have seen me. This one is actually unbackstabbable? Are you kidding me? Never mind, we got it. Just had to believe. But I actually wanted to be on here. Blessed Bone Shard are farmable. Good to know. We don't quite know. I don't even need to do that because I can just walk up. Isn't there someone over there? No. Okay. Hi, buddy. Please perish. Okay, so you heard that. So there is a sound video, it's just a small one. Oh, he... okay. Wasn't sure if he... Owie. Stop, stop, stop! Ooh, okay. Understandable. Whatever, Stick America. I should actually just fight them. Fighting them would actually be easier than trying to... Buddy, just fight me. We'll just fight, it's fine. This mid-range is so good. And it's really something that wasn't explored before these daggers came in, right? There wasn't a mid-range option. There was a long-range option in the bows. And only the light short bows could handle the... Ow. And then there was the throwables for the mid-range option, which, honestly, fair. Throwables really did fill that option quite well. The only downside of them, up there. Ah, buddy, let me grab these first, then I'll be right over there. The problem with the throwables is that they're consumables, and, well, I'll farm arrows, but it feels worse to me for some reason to farm, well, pot items. Also, you can't carry as many of them. Ooh, that was a trade I didn't need to make. So... Okay. This is a limitation of the throwing knives, one that the bow solves. Do I have any other solutions for this? I guess I don't. I guess I just bust out the bow. I guess I just tell myself to deal with it. Okay. You really out of range of rain? That one makes sense because he was out of lines. Oh, is he coming down a ladder? What? What was that? Hello? Sir, or possibly madame? I guess I don't really know. Ow, my face. Okay, that hurt. You should get Rain of Arrows pretty well. What? Why is Rain of Arrows broken? Please? Okay, Rain of Arrows is broken. I mean, It feels like rain of arrows isn't accounting for the height differential, but like, it's a rain of arrows, you know? Height differential should be like the good thing that it does. It should be like the most reliable part about it. Oh, he dropped something. I'll never know what it is. Where were the... Oh, the other guy's there. Hey, buddy. Alright, we're both out of range of each other. Oh, where are you going? That's not a better advantage for you. I guess it is slightly, because you technically have more cover there. But you're not really using the cover, so I guess you kinda suck. And I guess I'm swapping out Rain of Arrows for Magic Arrow again, which was my mainstay for a long time. Because Magic Arrow has Seeking, and this it hits at long range much more reliably. How do I get up there? Buddy. Wow. Wow. Can I not leave my target? Oh, I actually can't aim any higher than that. The game just doesn't let me aim any higher. We have to take our time on this, apparently. Ow! Understandable. That one was fair. Almost got you. Gotcha. Now where's your friend? The one that sucks. See, this guy had the good grace to fall where I could pick up his stuff, see? Much more polite. Yeah, Rain of Arrows just is not raining. That one only hit once. That was just one arrow hit. It's like the opposite of useful. I mean, for a weapon art, I mean. If your weapon art is the same as your regular basic attack, then, what's the point? My favorite weapon arts are not the fancy ones. There, you're back. I see, I see. Welcome back. It's good to have you. I'm so glad that you returned. You keep on running over there. For reasons unknown to me. And you've returned to where you were. What the heck? Ow, you know what? You're hitting me. It's working, I guess. I can't actually fault you. You are successful in your endeavors, so, like, I guess what do I know? You know, you're clearly better at this than I am. You know, yeah, I mean, they're built different. I don't know if I can handle this. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I take everything I literally just said back. They's built the same, and he sucks. Buddy, we don't have to do this dance. You gain nothing from getting, like, this isn't even, I'm not even cheesing them. I'm just clearly doing the fight as laid out to me, right? Like, this is how I'm supposed to be fighting them, right? Do I go up here? It looks like I can. Okay, but get wrecked. Oh wait, that's it. I used the wrong arrow. Oh, you're gonna fight me now? Really? About time. See how much faster that was? You could have saved so much time by just, dying. Look carefully. I mean, it's pretty. Not sure what you're telling me to look. Oh, whatever. The messages system is such a nice thing. Smithing 3s? I guess we follow down this path. Is there anything here to note or fear? What did someone die of here? Oh, that guy just tried to. See, that guy should have just cheesed them with things, you know? That could have been so much easier for him. All he had to do was, be a jerk. I've been playing a lot of Deadlock lately. You've seen every once in a while I'll stream that over on my twitch.television. Don't worry about it. I don't really do anything of value there, just sort of stream other non-narrative stuff, because YouTube is where I do the stuff that I'm proud of, and then the narrative stuff that I'm passionate about. So, don't worry too much about all that. However, that is to say... Wait, is there a ladder here? I feel like there's a ladder here. That is to say... I've been in a weird position in Deadlock, because I'm simultaneously just okay, but because I have played heavily again for similar games, like competitive Counter-Strike and near competitive Dota is how I would phrase it. I was never actually on a pro team, but I've played against several pro players in watching the international. I'm just looking at things and going, oh hey, they're interviewing this person who won the TI last year. I've played against him. He kicked my butt. It's fun, you know? So I'm in a weird position where I'm simultaneously pretty heckin' good at the game, and also just the worst. I'll probably round out to being mid. The equivalent of low diamond, I'm guessing. Equivalent of that. But right now, I am, because of my unique backgrounds, I'm kind of outperforming... Sniping spot for whomst. I'm kind of outperforming some of my friends. To the point where it's almost difficult to play with them, as they are, you know, struggling a little bit at some of the mechanics. But, like, I know that's not going to last terribly long. I know that that's going to change out pretty quickly. Try vigilance, stay calm, and there's a sniping spot, which means there's going to be something unpleasant in the near future. Anytime someone says sniping spot as a message, it usually means that there's going to be a big enemy. If it's big enough to justify sniping as opposed to, you know, just hitting with a weapon, that's kind of relevant. Is the dog doing a thing? Hold on for one brief moment. I returned triumphantly, sorry about that. Well, I didn't die while I was AFK for a second, so, I guess everything's okay. I wish Blind Spot was on more weapons. Okay. So Blind Spot is clearly supposed to be unique to the backhand blades. Hey, buddy. You're just in time to be used as an example. That blind spot is so good because it's a reposition that absolutely wrecked that guy. Because it's a reposition that, well, does damage, is fast, gives a surprising amount of iframes, to be honest, and just... Let's get the map. It's just real good is what I'm saying, basically. And what do I want out of my weapon skills? I don't want a big flashy weapon skill. I don't want a weapon skill that's going to be blindingly powerful that can take 2 minutes to charge up. I don't want the anime weapon skills. I want, rather... Ooh. Trio, eh? Ah, there you are. I want one that I can weave into my regular combat, you know? Attack, sidestep, attack, you know? Like, heavy attack. Ooh, okay, well, he just died. Doggo dog. Up here should, if... Ooh, item. So, like, what would I want for Like, for example, a rapier. Or the other one that I'm struggling with is what do I want for... Well, are you a militiaman? No. Are you? What are you? Oh, you are. You guys have earned no goodwill from me. Look at that! Do you see how good that was? I just slid up right behind him and shoved him in the butt. It was a delight. He was fantastic, and now he's dead. I want something that I can weave into my regular weapon skills. So what do I weave into my regular weapon skills? Repositioning tools. That's why I have Quickstep on here. Because it is a repositioning tool, but it's not one that does damage. I want another move. I want it to be a customizable move. God Hand is such a good game. Be wary of lightning, you say. God Hand is a fantastic game. Love it. Fantastic. Love it so much. One of the things you can do in that game is you can totally customize your entire moveset. Like, literally your actual moveset. Is there... Let me finish exploring just this little nook outside, see if it wraps into anything. And that's sort of what I'm looking for out of Weapon Arts. And just what I've gotten out of Weapon Arts by and large. Weapon Arts system is a fantastic system. There's no other path out of here. Okay. We legitimately have covered this area. I thought this was going to connect up to here. It doesn't even connect into the... It doesn't even connect into the map segment. Wow, okay. Which means that to get to that map segment, I'm going to have to approach it from the ancient ruins and go all the way over. Got it. So I'm looking for my weapon arts to be a customizable move. Now, in God Hand, you could customize your entire kit, every single ability. You could swap out for a different ability. It's a delight. Sakuna. I believe, yeah, I played some of Sakuna. I watched a few episodes of the anime, too, and I liked it. If you didn't know, Sakuna got an anime adaptation this year. It's still out. I've only seen a couple episodes, because I watched the first two when they were released. But there's a full season this year. How does he die? Oh, he fell. Oh, ha 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 ha, wrecked. Imagine being that wrecked. Couldn't be me. Really, is there this actually... There's this... Nothing in here? Okay. Yeah, no secrets. No secrets. Just an easy way to die. Gosh, imagine if that guy died before getting the bonfire. Could totally be me. Anyways, yeah, Sakuna also lets you customize your moveset, and I like it, I like that. And you've seen me play through all of the Castlevania games. What the living heck are you? Surprisingly not that strong against piercing. But you're a ranged attacker. Well, that was interesting. What are... It's okay, it's just a gargoyle that was hopping on a stick. How whimsical, I guess. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. Wait, let me go back. So. First of all, where do it be? Where do it be? Where? Oh, Bow's fight. So, Rain of Arrows is no good. Barrage is good if you want to dump into a status effect. Mighty Shot is pretty good. It just hits decently hard. Enhanced Shot tracks, and I think that's what I want. For Misericord, Royal Knight's Resolve gives me the option of buffing the one thing that it does. Misericord is a very specific tool, and Royal Knight's Resolve buffs the tool use. Bloody Wakazash is a parry dagger, which is exactly what I want it to be, you know, it could never be anything else. Which leaves me with this Smith's Grip dagger. This is only to be used at mid-range, so I want a mid-range skill on it. Kick, not mid-range, up close. It's actually not bad for just getting someone away from me, but I might actually try that out. That might actually be an interesting pattern. Endure, much more of a beefier style. Ground Slam, Too much of a wind-up, not enough payoff. Horaloo, same thing. Spinning slash, melee range. Impaling thrust, I don't want a gap closer. Repeating thrust, gotta be close. Sword dance, not bad, not what I'm looking for. Raptor of the Mists, I mean, this is a parry, right? This is a parry. Honestly, if I'm going to use Raptor, I'm probably just going to use parry. Unless I'm trying to get out, in which case I'm going to use quick step. Beast Roar, it's not bad, but it doesn't really give me any new tool, right? Hitting the special attack. If I have an axe and I put Beast Roar on it, awesome. I'm hitting at range. My axe has a mid-range option. But for a mid-range weapon, Beast Roar, and by extension Stormblade and Vacuum Slice, really just give me the same thing the weapon already does. It doesn't give me a new tool, you know? Storm Stomp is fine, but not really what I need. All the magic ones, I believe, charge up off of int, and I simply don't care about that. Like, honestly, these would be good ones. Maybe I should try. These scale off int, right? Or does it scale off weapon? Because the weapon is... I can set this still to keen. If Glintstone Pebble keys off of... Dex on the Dex version of it, that'd be nice. Thunderbolt's very good. I probably might go back to it. Lightning Ram is a gap closer. Aspect of the Crucible is we saw last session. Lightning scales off Dex, yeah, which is what but that's right. So this always scales off Dex. That always scales off int, which does not help. Aspect of the Wing, it's exactly everything I don't want. It's a gap closer, and it's a long wind-up power attack that you have to set up very specifically. Poison Moth Flight. There's an idea there. What does that do again? Oh yeah, it's melee attack, and I don't really need the poison from it. I want this thing for damage, not for poison, I suppose. Blood Blade is just Vacuum Blade Slice, but for bleeding. Bloody Slash and Blood Tax are the same as the other ones I've seen. Hoarfrost is good, but it might be okay as a keep away, you know, as a way of pushing them away, and then all I have left is parry. I don't have anything Ash of War style that does what I want this to do. If I had a backstep, if I had a backflip, or if I had, you know, something that gave me a jump back, you know, and then a dagger throw, or maybe just a slash and then jump back, you know? Sort of like the Epee R2 in Dark Souls 2, where it's slash and then jump back. That would be delight. Backhand Blade just does I mean, all these are good for backhand blade. Kick would push enemies away. Spinning slash would be a great up-close extra button move. All the things I just talked about that I don't want for the throwing daggers, most of them are delightful on here. Flaming Strike actually would be really good. I just think that Blind Spot is so exactly what I want it to be. But then let's get to the dry arts. Kick is fine. Endure, Ground Slam, Horaloo, Barbaric Roar, same problems as I had mentioned before. Raptor of the Mist, Beast Roar would not be bad to give me a little bit of range. Honestly, it wouldn't be bad to give me a bit of range, because that gives me a mid-range attack on my close-range fists. Actually, I think I'm probably going to put it on there. Storm Stomp, it's okay. Lightning Ram, no, not the kind of mobility that I do want. Though it is a lightning attack, maybe I should... Well, you know, this feels like a meme. But let me try that real quick. Let my memes be dreams. What does this actually look like do? Long charge up. And then meme out. If I can keep on hitting it to keep on going, right? Yeah. Just does not do anything I really care for it to do, you know? It's a meme. It's not the kind of meme I want, though. Lifesteal Fist? Honestly, pretty based. It's fantastic. I think it's really fantastic. I might go back to it. But it's a long charge-up attack, is the only problem. Palm Blast does 60 bazillion damage, but, like... Is it what I want? I don't know. It's a close range attack that takes a long build up. Seems way too unsituational. You know what I mean? Unsituational. That's the opposite of a good word to use. I don't. Maybe is that good? Beast Roar? I don't know. I think I keep it on lifesteal until I find something else. But that's not attack that I can weave in. You know, with my other ones, I want something I can weave into an attack. This is a long grab. That's the reason I'm not maining it right now. That's the reason it's not on my main set right now. Where's this guy again? Hey, buddy. These guys are cool, and I like them. Anyways, that's a full rundown of all the weapon arts I have for all the weapons I have, and why. Way of up. Ooh, okay. Is that just... Drop something special. Where does it go? Is it only the blood area? Clearly it goes over to where that guy is. This is a safe spot, right? 100%? No, it looks like it's the everything. Am I clear here? Oh! Yes, I am. I'm fine. Hey, buddy. Get so very wrecked. Gosh, that reminds me of an Alien Ruins from Oblivion. I like that. That was one of the ways of taking down Umbra in that game. Hey, buddy. Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool spell. Hope I get that one. There you are. I don't really feel I need to be wary of him. He's just like a weird little goober. Look at the weird little goober! And him with knives. Like you do with goobers. Yellow Fulgur Bloom. Like the sound of that. Oh, also I got... Oh, wait. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Hold on, I didn't check a few things. The Shadow Militiaman armor... The same lore as before. A peculiar weapon carried by imps. Great sword smith in the shape of a forked-tongued lizard. Cute. I love it. Fire the forked tongue from the blade. Ooh, so it's a pseudo-ranged option? I mean, I can actually even... Wait, is that... It says greatsword. Is that a light greatsword or is that a greatsword? It looks like it's primary dex, at least by attributes required. That could be fun. That's a crafting item. Well, let's investigate, I guess. No, light greatsword, great. So this is actually just a dex greatsword? Question mark. Yeah, that's a greatsword moveset. Oh, hee hee hee! So on an R2, it becomes a pseudo-ranged weapon? That's actually fantastic! Oh my gosh! That's so cool! That's a real cool weapon. Dang, I like it a lot. It's just a straight up little lizard goober. Look at him. Look at the little dick. Look at the little guy. And giving a heavy weapon. I mean, even if it is a heavy weapon. Because it's strength dex. It looks like it might just genuinely be a deck. I might level that up later. Greatsword tends not to be my style, but I mean, that kind of plays around with the concept a little bit. Hold on another second. Okay, 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 okay. So, where was I? Yeah, I don't think, even if it is built for decks, I don't think it's the kind of weapon that I would want to use, you know what I mean, you know what I mean? So, gonna leave that behind. But I might level up anyways, just to give it a try, you know, see about it. I don't want the cats downstairs. Now, if you've been on the channel for a very long time, you'll remember Goliath. Goliath was a wonderful old man, and I miss him. He passed away a long time ago. Everyone on the channel lamented. Well, Goliath was allowed downstairs because he deserved free roam and wouldn't be told otherwise. He enjoyed to... Ooh, okay, understood. Ooh, you're coming after me, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna wait around this corner. So. Yes, Goliath was very much the old man screams at Kobold. And I miss him. I do have 2 cats now. They had to come as a pair because they were best friends and almost like a brother-sister dynamic. And Pippin is great. A good kitty who is delightful, incredibly affectionate. Ow, okay, that was more rude than I expected. No, okay, no, don't like that. There's that back step coming in again. That was a cool enemy. Hope I don't see them again. What do I do about... I mean, I guess I have to just dodge better. Dodge later. Unfortunately, Pippin does also do the cat thing, where he likes to push things off of places. You know. That kind of thing where... nothing is quite safe, and I have a lot of cool and good materials and recording stuff down here, and I just don't want him to destroy things that I value and love. Hey, I see ya. I think it was surprisingly dangerous at close range. I wasn't expecting it to be that dangerous up close. Oh, there you are. Oh, that hurt. Ooh, that hurt too. Oh, it's that lizard greatsword. Got it. Ow. Well, that lizard bonk did a good damage, so I have learned about it. No, stop doing that, please. Jeez, that hurt more than it ought to. Anyways, Mary, is a jerk. Mary's the reason that the cats are not allowed downstairs, moreover. Like Pippin might push a thing off of a shelf, but Mary will... Mary's rude. Mary is impolite, shall we say. Oh, noted. So can I go onto the top of it? Let me look up. Looks like it, yes? Ooh, no. Bad timing. What? Not sure about that. Okay, but fair though. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, what a blighter. Actually, quick step is going to be very good against him. Dodge. Anything down there? Maybe. I'm glad that staggers just enough. That was really funny. That was a real jerk move, and I liked it. Because there's a path over there. I suppose I'm checking that before I'm going back into the Thunder Zone. Anything else in these nooks? That looks like it might be a secret wall. I got a hunch. That one. Okay, it's not, but it's, you see what I saw. Hey, buddy. Are you I can't tell if you're facing me or away from me. I assume you're facing me because you're probably a jerk. Try circling around. Is there... Oh, nope, it saw me. That is a cool attack, and I hate it. So it's Autoluke's freezing sphere, where it shoots out other projectiles that shoot out from the projectiles? I'm running real low on tears here. Hope I find a shortcut in the extreme future near. I've been through there, right? Oh, this is where the other guy was. Oh! Can I kick down a ladder? I would really like to kick down a ladder from exactly here. Oh well. What was I talking about? We actually have living guards here now. Including one of those guards. Interesting. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. There we go. Now it comes in with a shield raised. So I switch to this. That's fine. Oh. Almost wasn't fine, but it was. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, Murray is a bit of a jerk. But Pippin is cool. He'll just lick your nose, which is... I have never seen a cat do that before, but Pippin will just straight up lick your nose. It's... Pippin's a weird cat, okay? But seek high road. Whoa. Oh! Oh, this is the one from before. Nice. Let me... Are you facing away? You are. I feel like I'm gonna get side ganked if I try to go in there, though. I am correct. I am very correct. I am so correct. Few people have ever been as correct as I just was. Tragically, that guy heard. He's got something cool, though, and I want it. Sure, but if you considered... Nice. Oh, that was risky, but I liked it. So yeah, Tara can welcome over and scratch at the door whenever she wants to come up or go down. And I'm cool with that entirely. The cats, however... Nice. The cats, however, they can stay upstairs for the time being. I usually... There we are. Good. Anything else in the down part? Anything else in the downside here? No. Okay. I usually will not sleep with them either. I won't let them in the bedroom. Tara, I will if I'm feeling... If I'm feeling bad, I will ask Tara to come into my bedroom. If I'm having a rough day, she'll therapize me. Ah. Ooh, Black Knight Commander. This is gonna have some good lore in it. The Black Knights were the primary force of Mesmer's army. Their first leader was Andreas, a man endowed with great strength and command over the powers of the Crucible, and whose spirit dwells in these ashes. Though he remained a devout follower of Mesmer after his flight from the Erdtree, He would rebel after learning of his liege's serpentine nature. His righteous stand was rewarded with imprisonment in an underground tomb, so that's him. Okay. Alright. Well, and that guy over there exists to watch over his grave to make sure that he doesn't, you know, escape it, I guess? I mean, I just jumped down here, right? I guess I check it first. Be good at video games. Okay. Wait, is this just... Oh, no, it's just here. Okay. So we've completed that entire path. Good. That means we've completed everything except for the spike zone. So, all aboard the spike zone, I guess. Bah? Jade, is my lip sync on? No. That makes sense. 1 second. I need to restart VTube Studio for that. I use a hybrid lip sync. It does match my lips, but then it also matches the sounds I make into my microphone. So it does both. Unfortunately, that does mean... Bah. There we go. So, it's split. Half of it is coming from the... Half of it's coming from the mic, and half of it's coming from the camera. I find this works best and looks the most realistic and the most reasonable. But it does mean, though, if I have an issue with my audio and need to reset my audio, I do lose my lip sync for part of it. Where's the safe spot? Down there. Oh, jeez. Looks like it's right here. It is not. There's one here. Oh, I want that item, though. Guess I'm gonna have to run through there anyways, eh? Hey, buddy. So, like, I could use pure lip sync from video, or I could do pure lip sync from audio. And both would work. But I find, personally, for my personal setup, that the hybrid approach looks the most realistic to what my mouth is actually doing. Like, the camera tracking doesn't actually track my mouth as well as that hybrid. Okay, so we gotta go through that thing over there. That was extremely stupid. I didn't realize I climbed up that. Okay. I just... So yeah, it's not that my mouth isn't doing regular tracking. It's just that it's using both. Oh, I knocked him down because I hit him while he was still bouncing. Cool. Hi, up. Gotcha. Gotcha. And you. Ooh, we missed. Those guys do hurt a lot. Which also tracks with the... beans, I lost tracking. Which, yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, if you're working on doing VTubing stuff, I do recommend a hybrid approach. Or at least testing it to see if it's right for you. Because only doing one approach may not be tracking you as realistically as you're actually even talking. But then, yeah, if you have to disconnect your microphone and reconnect it, which is what I have to do to fix my crunchy audio, well, things happen. Alright, we're gonna wait for this guy. Ah, there we go. Is he coming? Buddy. Fine, I'll go to you. Ow. You know what, screw you. He ain't moving now. Oh no, there he goes. Okay. Ah, there's a lot of tech that goes into VTubing. And there's people who have made their entire streaming career off of teaching people the tech. Which honestly is very cool. I'm pretty sure that Lion Yuma does a lot of that. A lot of how to VTube content, at least I think she used to. I haven't followed her in ages. Because to be blunt, sounds weird to say, but I kinda outgrew my need for that content when I got better and started incorporating more of my knowledge of audio and convention management. Almost forgot about that one. When I started integrating more of that into my VTubing, things like adding VST3 plugins and extra filters and all that stuff is just sort of, I don't know about second nature, but it's just sort of par for the course for me, so here's how to set up OBS content is sort of waned. You know what that really happened a lot with? You know what absolutely happened devastatingly with that? Extra credits. Remember extra credits? So wait. That's a place I've already been, right? So that's not there, is it? So this has been up 2 stories. That's why I died. So have I been here? I mean, I guess I got check. Oh, that's where that guy was before. Okay, I know where I am. I know where I am. I know where I am. Yeah, the YouTube show. It used to be quite good and focus heavily on, you know, good design stuff. And then at a certain point, they seemed to, like, they decided that they wanted to focus on a more, I don't want to say younger per se, but they seemed like they wanted to focus on more introductory content, I think is a better way of phrasing it, the way that I actually want to phrase it properly. And that more introductory content was, well, less useful to me. This was around the time that they were getting very popular on YouTube, and around the time that, after they, you know, just started being on YouTube, I guess, as well. Around that time frame. Seems like the kind of place I would put a hidden wall. And I just sort of felt like I outgrew their content as a designer, so as much as I like them, I stopped following them. And instead decided to follow, the Dan, I forget his last name, Playframe Dan, who has his own channel, New Frame Plus, where he goes over just animation specific, because that's his expertise. But in doing so, he does so in a way that is still good for experts, takes expert level stuff and makes it approachable, which I really enjoy. Yeah, DeFloyd, that's what it is. Dan Floyd. And no, and 100%, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, New Frame Plus is a very good channel. I do recommend it. Ooh. Ooh, you got a flaming version of that. I guess it's a new weapon, even. Rada. Other areas in the game like this have put secrets here. This one has not. Well, but yeah, I feel like I kind of just outgrew the type of content that Playframe was that Extra Credits was making. That's not a bad thing. Nor is it a good thing, it just is a thing, you know? Sometimes things are just things. Eh. Ooh, that's a good trap. You want to run in to get to the maid, this guy comes down to bonk you in the face. Or stand there menacingly, whichever the case may be. Weird for those creatures to be weak to piercing. Ooh! I'm gonna assume that was the only trap in here. I was right. Got another lizard greatsword, some glovewort. Again. Okay. Quick invisible wall check. That kind of happens with all design shows at some point. Either they keep repeating themselves or they start digging into the nitty-gritty. Yeah. I don't know about that. Is there a difference between a design show or is would you consider educational content doesn't have an upper cap? We agree on that, right? So where would you place something like Philosophy Tube or Mini Minuteman? There's enough content in those fields of philosophy and archaeology respectively that they can keep on going forever and always have more to say and be able to tie in with current events or non-current events. So I don't feel like there's a cap there. As a result, I don't think there's a cap either on game design talks. I really don't. There's always going to be new designs, new concepts, new ways of implementing things that will still have more interest. You can keep going with that at a high level pretty easily, I would dare say. One of my favorite games is writing. One of my favorite gaming writing on games. I don't know exactly what you want to call it, but gaming video essay channels. I've really enjoyed writing on games work, and they haven't had that same difficulty. Likewise, someone like Game Maker's Toolkit has a very approachable level of design talk that somehow never really gets boring. It never gets I don't feel like I've outgrown them, nor do I feel that I will, because his own talks stay fresh somehow. Creating games, excellent as well. Also, there's a new Every Frame a Painting that came out last month. I cannot highly enough point that out. That's a channel that is just amazing. Gotcha. So there's a spike trap with a guy at the end. Well, let's try to be a jerk about it. Can I lock on? I can't even lock on. Yeah, there's that. Gosh, that's a cool spell. Alright, so what do I do about this? And then go. Wait. I'm just assuming that there's a ceiling trap there. I guess I don't actually know. I mean, if there is, I'll find out real quick, right? Yep, that's a whole floor ceiling trap. Get over to a nook. Excellent, I got the read. I made a good. Made a good call. Almost paid for it, but I'm never punished for my failures and mistakes. We all know that. I don't know, some of these look a little bit suspicious to me. I will not say sus. Can I target you? I can. Nope. Alright, so where am I going next? Where's my next entry? There's one all the way in that corner. Is there another one over here? There is. That's my next plan? Oh, that goes down, that goes down, that goes down. I probably want to go down, but not yet. Yeah. There's one there, one at each flanked. Let's just go for it. No, we'll go in here first. Okay. But yeah, every frame of painting teaches... honestly teaches what I would consider to be pretty close to master level content. Like, what is that I'm targeting? That I actually don't know. It's not what I'm trying to target. Do I see? I don't. Is it just that guy there? I went through him. There's no way that's an actual statue, right? What if I just enchanted shot this? Is it just that I can't shoot them until... Woohoo! That's 1,000 damage. I gotta be careful. If that's an actual statue, then that is hilarious. So I know I'm safe here. No, I'm not. I know this guy's a dick. Mm-hmm. So what was I oh! Okay, okay, I see what I was targeting. Hey, buddy. Let's get our light bow back. I don't need the bow as mate now. Mental note, there is a drop down over there, which is probably important. Beautiful. And then there's you, who I couldn't target. Ooh, I couldn't poise. Couldn't break poise, rather. I guess I also couldn't poise myself. I'm in light armor, though, so... I'm not expecting to poise, well, anything. So there's a drop down back there. I think I just mental note that and move on, but we have gone a... Ooh, oh! Ooh. You don't say, do you? I'm sorry, Blink Bolt? That sounds incredible. What is that? That sounds exactly like I was just asking for. From a low stance, the body is transformed to a lightning bolt that charges straight ahead at full drift speed. All melee armaments. Okay, so probably not for the throwing daggers, but maybe for the fisticuffs. That'll do what I'm looking for. I see something on the corner side there, maybe. There's definitely something over there. Nope, that was just, nothing. Okay. I can also... Stone sheathed sword. Interesting. Square off. Is that a normal one or not? A sword... strength primary. Normally. Straight sword, though. A sword that none can pull from its scabbard of cracked stone. Relic of a lost civilization of a time past. Said to have served a ritual purpose at altars of light. Wait. Of light and darkness. Sorry, I thought I misread that as or for a second. No. Of light and darkness. That is interesting. Now, this, I suspect I know where this goes. Yes, that's where we land from the drop-down. If we survive this, that is. Ouchies. There's not a wall there. Dodge. I didn't dodge. I'm fine. Owie. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. And this is... Let me see if I can get the camera. No, I cannot. Well, I guess I go down? Question mark? Oh, that's not actually helpful. I'm here, so I'm gonna go down. I guess gonna file it under that. It looks like I'll live. Is this the thing we have to land on? Ooh. Okay, so that brings me back to here. Got it. Awesome. Real excited to try that lightning charge. If it's just like a blink, gosh, imagine how good hand-to-hand arts would be with just a straight-up blink. You know, like that's... Please? That's a banana tier thing right there. I would be all about that. So there's a hole over there to delve into. Understand? Do I take that other drop-down point first? This is a hugely long area. We still have half of our heals left, though, so I think we'll be okay. Real quick check-in question with you guys. Should I go back and check that other area first? Or should I run to here? There's a good chance that other area leads... is a side path, and this is obviously the main path, which means I should check the side path first. Right? That's what I would do if I was a good gamer. Yeah. You vote other area? I think... I'm gonna assume that this is not the golden path. Although it might actually be, because it looks almost like it's a trap. It's a place that you accidentally fall into. I gotta be prepared because I'm probably gonna get jumped the moment I get down there. You know what? Yeah, just go for it. Poison? Not poison. Ooh, magician. Man, I'm getting a lot of just basic everyday mileage out of this Crepus vial. Like, this guy hasn't heard me. And that's pretty significant. I imagine that he... Wait. Oh, he was... Well, whatever. Oh, no. Oh, there's another thing there. Ah, no, I'm trying to get this guy. Please perish. Now we'll worry about whatever the heck this is. Alright, you need to be killed with elemental stuff. You know, I can just burn this. You know what would work, actually? Dodge. There we go. Dang it. There we go. Ghost Glove. 6 and 4. The dude dropped something better than the actual reward. Definitely need to pop a heal, though. And we'll go back to our mid-ranges. Oh, different kind of be wary of up. I'm fine with that. I could... don't I... What do I have on Thunder? I have something with Thunder right now, right? Do I... No. I got this already leveled up, so I guess I'm just gonna use it, huh? I can show you guys... Fire Sparks. This is the thing I got before. It's perfume bottle. It's fire damage, but look at that horrible range. I missed that. It comes out a little bit too slow for its damage output. It's good to have as a fire tool, you know. It's just... not good enough to use as a main weapon, which I had kind of hoped it might be. Dang. R2 is wider, but not actually longer range. Like, the R2 hits a wider area instead of actually hitting any harder, which just isn't as useful as I would hope. Precocious item ahead, is not what I said. Let's get rid of that so we go back to our light load. Is there an up problem here? Over there is, which I guess is relevant. Oh, that's two of them. That's fine. Back out, back out. Good, I did. Is there anything over by him? There's not. Let's get out of the way of whatever he's about to do to me. No, not targeting him. There we go. Targeting has not been my friend today. Must be said, must be said. But yeah, this is where I would wish for a FP use tool that, like, just... I don't know. Owie. Gosh, you see what I mean, though? Like, it's so close to being good, but not quite what I would call there. Oh, they're out of range of that. Oh, I guess I have to run through. I got both, right? Just, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I like the idea of it. Electro Charge. One of the incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult calls down lightning to charge the caster's body. Well charged, electric shocks will strike the area several times. Charging increases potency. The origin of incantations that bolster the body with lightning are now a lost art in the lands between. That's pretty cool. This is a magicless run, so it doesn't actually help me, but it's actually really cool to have. And know a little bit more about the local dragons. Yeah, for slimes it works, exactly. I'm glad I have it, and I'm glad I leveled it up. It's just... not as exciting as I had initially hoped it was going to be is all. At first I saw it, I'm like, yes! Dex-based elemental weapon, let's go, that sounds amazing! And it just was too short range for it to really be useful. I'm glad I have it for slimes, and any time I'm going to specifically need an element. So, like, you know, still worth leveling up. But it's never gonna grace my main hand weapon slot. I mean, you know. Oh, I know where I am. Yeah, I'm right here. Okay, I was wondering about how to get that area before, when I was talking about some other nonsense. Hi up. No? Not in the mood? Are we not coming down? Thank you. Yeah, you're definitely supposed to fall in there. Right? You're supposed to run into this crevice and go, oh no! And fall in, which is bad backstep. I almost ate it there. There we go. Down once more. Wait, I thought this was Dark Souls 4. Let's send this up and check here. So nothing happening here. Lamentable. Alright, so what do we have here? A stake of Marika. I assume this is a boss? Yep. we made it to the boss. I'll do it once without summons. Because I'm low on health, so, you know. What am I facing here? Oh, good. Hi, buddy. Back out. Ooh, heck you. Ooh, that's a lightning charge. I saw what it did. That's awesome. I love it. Heck, I should be parrying this guy. No! Aw, oh, beans. I almost got that heal off. Death Knight, his name is. Okay, he seems pretty polite. He looks pretty parryable going by his axe swings. So I think that's going to be the play. Gosh, that last stake is so far away, isn't it? This is Dark Souls 4, 5, 6, and 7? Fair. It's Dark Souls 2-2. Actually, I like that. And this game does have more in common with Dark Souls 2 than it does in common with, say, Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne. So I actually like that comparison. Yeah, Dark Souls 2-2 is good. And, like, people don't think about it, and they should. People don't think about this game, about comparing this game to Dark Souls 2 often enough, in my opinion. Am I gonna summon somebody? I feel like I am. But I don't want to summon a legendary. Let's summon the Mesmers. They're polite. What am I doing against the boss himself, though? Am I parrying my posting? I think I'm setting up to be ready to parry for post. Yeah, that's expected. I got it. Good. Beans. Oh, there's a good back parry. Good, good. Well, I didn't get the post, even though it made a posting-ish sound. That's a stag. Oh, you are back at full health now, my buddy. I don't like that one bit. Is that something he does once? Or is that just an action that I need to be aware of? Is that just a thing that he does? Either way, gotta be careful of it. There it is. I think that's just a grab. Well, I hope he doesn't heal off my companions. Oh, geez. Well, he's unparryable now, that's for sure. He's not doing a lot of damage to the Mesmers. I'm just gonna fight through this because the Mesmers are gonna mess up my parry. Let's just pop this now. I think he just does that once. Man. Death Knight's twin axes and Crimson 3. Amazing. That was cool as heck. I like it. I like the Mesmers. So what is this? Let's talk about this, shall we? That's a root face. Now, is that a root of the Shadow Tree? Now, we know what role the dungeons played in base game, well, same game, in the Elden Ring area. In the main area, the dungeons like this, these types of dungeons that we found all throughout the area, are attached to the roots of the Erdtree. And the root of the Erdtree ensures rebirth to all those who are buried where its sap can touch them, or where it can draw its life from their death, or something along those lines. You know what I'm talking about. So this could mean... Ooh, hello? What? Neat. So this could mean something different here. If the Shadow Tree is not an Erdtree, and we know it's not... Have I finished the main game? I have. So the core question is, what is the purpose of the dungeon, and how does it relate to the Shadow Tree? We do not have any info on that, as of yet. This is a faith-included... Blink Bolt Twin Axe. From a low... Okay, let me... I can't... Actually, no, I can't. I do like the twin axes. I have used them before and enjoyed it. Okay, so I can't use it, so I can't actually see what it does proper, though. Presumably it's just what he did. Bolt of lightning that charges straight ahead at full drift speed, so lightning speed. Strong attack performs a lightning charge spinning slash. So basically it's just going to be that gap-closing blink bolt. With the bonus. Super important. Oh, okay, that's Deathroot. You're right, I get it now. Yep, that's gonna be Deathroot then, isn't it? My brain was linking Deathroot to... something else. So... That's it for this entire section of the zone, isn't it? Yeah, cool, you guys. Okay, cool, we cleared this area. Awesome. I'm pretty proud of that. Ignoring all these other little dudes. Yeah, we cleared this little nook. I thought that was going to unlock a map fragment, and I knew that if it unlocked a map fragment, then I knew that in that case, that it would be an entire part of the world. It would be a huge open area. So my assumption that this would lead to here is why I wrote this area off until I was ready to explore a new map segment, a new major part of the world, as it were. Something that is, in fact, incorrect. Let's just, shimmy past all these nerds. So then, if I need to look up some of the lore behind Deathroot, because if that is Deathroot, and I don't know for sure that it is, of course, then that might give me some answers, or, potentially, more questions, which is just as good a reward. By the way, if you like getting more questions as a reward, definitely watch through the very long and extremely well-written, if I may be so bold, by the most of the writing belongs to the players, campaign on the channel of the New World campaign. It goes back a full year in production and has some close friends of mine, and is just outstanding. It's just a good time. This is just... yeah, that's fine. Although... Precious Jewels of Godfrey. That sounds relevant that that's an Erdtree blessing. Regardless, though, it's a key item, is it not? The Deathroot? I don't think I've ever used it. I may have, I just genuinely do not remember, if I'm being just so honest with you guys right now. A source that gives rise to those who live in death. A beast clergyman found at the Beastful Sanctum in distant east, blah blah blah. On the night of the dire plot, the stolen Rune of Death enabled the first death of a demigod. Later, the Rune of Death spread across the lands between through the underground roots of the Great Tree. The Great Tree. The Great Tree! Sprouting in the form of Deathroot. So this is pre-Erdtree. Which makes me say, is the Shadow Tree what would be considered by those who live in death to be a Great Tree? Now that is interesting, isn't it? What else do we know about Deathroot? So let me real quick burn through some pots. Not like that. Because I'm just never going to use this if I don't just burn them out. You know, I'm just gonna make a couple of pots in here, which sounds like I mean something else, and I assure you I do not. I've done one 420 stream, and it was definitely a thing that happened. Actually, it was pretty funny, you gotta say. But that's not how things usually work. Why am I having trouble seeing these? So the Dragon Bolt ones are good, in theory. Oil pots I won't use. These are all strength scaling on the fire ones, and I don't live that strength life. I'm gonna burn through these to give myself the pots that I can convert into either, well, something. That is deadly poison on those. Okay, so real quick. Burn it up. Actually, holy water pots might not be a bad thing to keep, come to think of it. In case I need it for some holy damage on some undead to stop them from respawning. Though most undead you can just... Whoa! Okay, that's bigger than I thought. That's one of the new ones that we got from this expansion, I suppose. Alright, let's craft something up real quick. Let's craft up here. Thank you very much, Giddy. I really appreciate that. Yep, there's the new world playlist. Yeah, that was the Tanzu debut stream. Exactly. Actually, because I don't have the map segments for this yet, do I want to explore up here? No, I want to get that map segment. Okay. Hefty are actually pretty great if you can find that window of time. I believe it. I absolutely believe that. Wait, you know what? We take this dryleaf art, and we give it Blink Bolt. We keep it on Keen. This has potential. Did I get any of these recently? I did not. Alright, real quick crafty time. Consumables, anything I need to craft? Not really. No, I don't really use any of the greases. Or the bone darts, especially now that I have something better. Dragon Communion Harpoon is a strength scale. Seems kinda cool, but nothing I need. Honestly, Frenzy Flame Stones seem bananas. Right? Like, does that apply to me? I don't know. I don't really use these. And I have Bolai, right? Yeah, I've got some of all of them. Throwing pots. Well, we only care about the ones that scale with dex. There's a hefty volcano. We could probably use a couple of freezing ones. One hefty freezing... How many hefty? We only have 3 hefties. Do I put one... Okay, so red lightning is one we just got. Ooh, it gives a chain lightning, is it? Ancient dragons who betrayed their lord to side with a tyrant were known for wielding branching red lightning. That sounds awesome. Red Fielder Broom on the south coast. You can make 6 of... Oh, I have 6 containers for that. Oh, that's a regular ritual pot. That's not even a hefty pot. There's probably a hefty pot version of that that's just really, really good. Okay. So, hefty cracked pot. We're gonna make all lightning pots because... I mean, why not? We can do either this or that. They have the same scaling, so... This one we have less of the item for. Let's make a couple of them. And this top off here. Good. And then we have cracked pot containers, none of which are going to be very good. So we can use maybe some utility stuff on here if we need it. That's poison, but that's deadly poison. We already have 10 of the, so most of our cracked pots are these for deadly poison. I will... No, they're not. Yeah, held 10. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 of these, 3 of these, just in case I need that, because it might be handy someday. Presumably we'll find a lightning... No, we would have already found a lightning cracked pot if we had one. That has to be from the other area. This causes bleed, right? That could be useful. I think Rancor Pot is those vengeful spirits. That sounds... Oh, faith. Not even good scaling. I think we get the rest for bleed. Sure. Probably won't use those. Ever. Alright, let's go grab that map fragment in just a brief moment. One tick, one tick. By and large, this has been a pretty cozy stream, I think. You know? Do you guys feel that way? You guys feeling cozy in here? Because it feels cozy to me. Like, more so than usual. I don't know why. I'm just gonna pinpoint this and go straight to it. And definitely not get distracted by anything along the way, right? I feel like more of these streams, especially the early ones, were more screamy than cozy. More of a ah moments. This one has just been like ah moments. I don't care if that makes sense. That's what I said. I'm sticking by it. Okay. Okay. Good. I know I said I was going that way first, but what if I find something cool though? So this way leads to the base of whatever that giant bridge is, which I'm sure will become very important later. There's some trolls up in there. Sounds like one of them snoring, actually. I'll let them sleep. They seem like they probably need it. Something's dying out this way in the direction that I am intending to go. Whoa, wait, those guys are side by side. Never mind. I was about to comment on how those two were not fighting, and then they started fighting each other. Just to prove me wrong, it's very rude of them. Very rude of them to attack explicitly just to prove me wrong. I mean, I gotta get that first, obviously. Amarylli, which we know they use for ritual purposes. Can we see anything out here? Not of note. I'll look there later once it's... I want the map. I just want the map so bad. I'll explore the area once I know what I'm going to explore, you know? And trust me, I will explore the area. You guys know that. I'm glad I came up this way first, though. Oh, it's just a shadow room. Ooh, these guys are... inky? Is this just a dead end? That's a dead end. Oh, no. That's fair, that's fair. I got you. Okay, am I just not getting into... Gauntlets. Sure, whatever. Huh. I thought that cave was going to have another end to it. I see a chest, though. You're leaving me alone now, right? Yeah, you're not gonna chase. We're cool. I'm just gonna little sneak thief this thing here. Pearl Shield Talisman boosts all non-physical damage while guarding. Okay, so shielding. This is a shieldless run, of course, so not for me. Talisman depicting a knight. Nature of the nature and the potential of impurity surpassed the understanding of the knights, so they were forced to prepare for all threats known or unknown. The nature and potential of impurity. So they are guarding what is pure, but the nature of purity was beyond their understanding. They could not understand that which was what was not pure. So they were there to fight against things they don't understand. Interesting. I'm getting conservatism vibes out of that. The idea of people who are opposed to things that they don't understand, but having to find new ways to defend against explanations that they refuse to listen to. I'm getting vibes of that out of like anti-LGBT issues or anti-immigration issues, ideas that are stemmed from a fundamental failure to understand something. Where, like, genuinely, if someone was able to understand the actual philosophy and internal biology, mentality, all that stuff of LGBT, you wouldn't be opposed to it, by and large. Even with a religious baseline that's interrupting it. And as a result, I feel like that it is interesting and relevant. Hello? We're fine. Oh, it's a giant archer. I haven't seen one of those in a hot minute. Yeah, so they don't understand the impurity, so they're forced to prepare for all threats known or unknown. They don't understand what they're fighting against, but they feel like they must fight it. That's a pretty dire condemnation, if you ask me. The ability to say, I hate this thing and must protect against it, even if I don't understand what it is that I feel that I am threatened by. Even if I don't understand what it is that I'm afraid of, I am afraid and and must protect others from something scary that I can barely even conceptualize. That is a highly damning indictment of these guys. This is the one I came in here with. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna actually sit at it just to... mostly to heal Torrent. Gods are neutral at best. Yeah, that's fair. Magic is conferred by gods. Gods are neutral. But there is something to be said for condemning something you don't understand, right? I mean, this also ties in very neatly with the idea of religious fervor, right? But you're right, this is a world where of gods, and rather than understand the gods and know what they're fighting against, it is safer, notice that word, it is safer for them not to understand it so that they do not convert to the beliefs of another god. It is safer for them to learn to fight against things they don't understand than it would be to actually truly understand it, right? That's the moral that we're getting out of this? Are we not falling over today? Goodness. I didn't even need to do that. You were basically already dead. Ooh, nope. That's another big guy. That's another large man's. Is he... oh, he's very seen me. That's way too early. Oh, that was a bad dodge. Yep, that's right. I remember that attack now. I remember that attack pattern. And I have to not get hit by it. Oh, I am only one-handing. Let me get a heal up. Beans. Why am I not two-handing? I dual wielding. I tried to before. Whatever. Whatever. Kablamo! 60 gazillion damage. Got him. Wasn't even hard. But yeah, so in this situation, and again, conservatism as a fundamental philosophy is not inherently bad in the way that we think of, and the way that many people who are like me tend to think of it as. Like philosophically, it's. Anyways, we're not going to get into that right now, but they feel like it is frightening to. So they have to train against something that they don't understand, rather than learn what it is, for fear that they might become converted by the other god, in this case, right? Or in the analogy that I drew, the other god being a decent person. I mean, I mean the ideology of understanding other people is what I meant to say there. Nailed it, Jade. You saved it. You recovered that one real good. So, if we can't understand the opposition... Oh, now that's interesting. Nascent butterflies here? This is... Who are the nascent butterflies? Each of the butterflies represents one of the gods. The nascent butterflies are ones that we've only ever seen underground. But yeah, the idea of, you know... Oh, we found a torrent point. Somewhere around here, at least. No. That's the ghost point. We need to find the... So that's where the torrent point will be once we find the ghost point of it. Alright. Map. Gotta find the other side of that. What does it look like? It does connect out very nicely. So... we've explored this path. We haven't explored much of this area, admittedly. This is more of just a tunnel for the giant archers, so we can call that pretty neatly explored. And this is gonna be... that's all the overhead areas. So we have the undercroft areas to explore. Got it and understood. The funny thing is, though, there really is a divide where conservatives willfully will not understand LGBT issues, instead stubbornly and actively refusing to accept them or understand what they mean, accepting a willful ignorance. And, like, that's not a good thing. We know this. But it doesn't have a reciprocation point. It doesn't have the inverse, where people on the left deny to understand, reject to even comprehend the conservatism. There is a, if anything, from the essays I've seen, if anything, the exact opposite, a desire for greater understanding. Well, there is also the knowledge that there may be spite gained from that understanding. There may be a hatred that is that comes along with it, But the understanding itself is genuine and genuinely sought after. It is not a false understanding or a rejection of the concept of understanding. In many cases, it is actually a genuine exploration to say, what is it that my opposition believes? I want to understand it, and I understand how they think, so that I can, turn them down, so that I can destroy them, so that I want to know what they think, so that I can prove them wrong, so that I can watch this video where we mock them, all that stuff. I know I engage in this stuff all the time. It's fun. It's just genuinely fun. But it leads to a very interesting dichotomy where what is this? And where am I? Oh, I'm up here! Well, that's fun. Where people, myself included, is this just a boss? That's just a boss. I'd like to find a bonfire first. I can even level up. Interesting dichotomy where people of one side will gain a greater understanding of the other, and the other side will simply dig in their heels and get angry, especially when confronted with a need to understand. Now, why am I talking about all this? Well, it's very relevant to my everyday life. Of course, this is already a thing that is known. But I grew up conservative. The simple truth and fact of it is that I grew up with a genuinely held belief in... There's a bonfire? Question mark? Actually, it's just one that I missed. In a more conservative mindset, but I had that desire for learning, that desire for knowledge, that desire for understanding, that desire for growth. And as a result, I genuinely did research my quote-unquote opposition, which in that case was the left. The world has a very left-leaning bias. The world itself has a left-leaning bias on it. It sounds funny to say that, but it does seem to be true. Where's my drop-down point? Do not want to miss it. There it is. And, yeah, I changed because, and I became a better person. And eventually learned more enough about myself to, well, become who I am now. Ooh, that felt dangerous. I don't know why that felt sketch, but it really felt sketch. I want to fight what's in there, but I want to get a bonfire first. Bonfire head? Map a map. So, I feel this obligation to educate conservatives. I feel a genuine, heartfelt, self-harming instinct in some cases, where if somebody is saying things that are wrong and, well, and to be honest, oftentimes spiteful, I will feel a need to engage with that. I feel a need to talk to them, to try to give them the information they need to put them on a better path, in what I would consider to be helping them. Now, I have no doubt that they would want to put me on a better path as well. Yep, they're angry. Which, the whole pray for you me sort of thing, which is both patronizing and cruel. But, and I know it would be healthier simply not to engage, but there's a part of me that says, I learned better. Shouldn't everybody have that opportunity? Shouldn't everybody be able to learn better? If presented with genuine information that is well-documented, evidenced, and honest, would not anybody in the similar shoes also, in some small way at the very least, work on becoming a better person themselves? And frequently the answer is no. Some people are just locked in their ways. And frequently the answer is that it is a hurting of myself. It is a form of self-harm, in fact, to try to engage with people like this who do not wish me well, do not wish to respect me, and in a very meaningful way, wish me harm. And I'm defining harm in this case to be wishing for that I did not have the rights, privileges, and opportunities that make me who I am. That's my definition of harm in this particular scenario. But still, that instinct remains. Ooh, now, wait, is that how? That seems short range. Hold on, let me check that. Oh no, that's decent range. If I hold it down, does it go farther? No. Can it combo into anything? Oh, it does. I can come out of it directly hitting. So it has no end lag. That's good to know. Okay. So no combo. The one specialty one of the axes has a combo, but no combo on these. Those are good. So, I had mentioned the other day that I had to deal with some racism. And that is true. Not against me, per se. It must be said. But... Dragon Ball Challenge win, yeah? Need a proper gi. I don't know if the in-game hairstyle supported either. But yeah, fairly recently I had to deal with some racism, and I never make fixing somebody else your whole praxis. That said, it can be worth talking to people if you think that they will listen to you, or if they're in a position where listening will cost them nothing. So there's literally nothing up here except for this one tomb boss fight, so I guess we're gonna do it. A place where I pick up product for my work. Alright, yeah. Hi, Red Bear, how's it going? You look cool. Oh, geez, no. Oh, okay, so he's got some fangs. Cool. He's using those bestial claws that we have seen before. So we're not going to have a whole lot of ability to... I can lose my current souls without a problem. I just leveled up. I'd like not to, but I'm not going to stress about it if... I'd rather... This is going to be a very close quarters, very aggressive fight, it looks like. Which means I can change around my gear with that knowledge a bit. Hey, buddy. Ooh, careful. A little sippy for everybody. Fair. I accept the terms of this engagement. Beans? Okay, good. Uh-oh. I'm not getting that roll into my R2. It's not coming out. Oh, what? He dodged that? He dodged that. He's good? He's good? He's cracked, actually? Oh, sorry. Only I can do that. That's new. I bet that's the reward for beating you, isn't it? I'll get the... Remind me. I'll do it in a second. But... Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, dang it! That goes up +2. Whew. A little rough. Not bad. Good fight. Good fun fight. Not using anything but the backhand blades here. Which means I can upgrade my armor here. Really, I can go pretty hard into these then. All the way up to the Knight Cavalries? Goodness. And still light roll? Yeah? Well then, this shouldn't be too bad, I think. Oh, it was a stamina miss? That's unfortunate. You are on top of my soul, sir. I need those. I shouldn't actually need those. Gotcha. And I didn't mean to use 2 there. Woohoo! Dang, those double bear hits are strong. Is that a weapon art? It might be one of the weapon arts for the claw. Well, that would mean he has 2 weapon arts for his claws, which is not unlikely, right? Unless the bear is like a spell, or maybe an... I don't know. I don't know what the nature of it is. Hey, buddy. Beams. Get him, get him! Aw, oh, dang. Was about to back off and try to get a heal in. I like his fighting style. I like this battle. This is a fun fight. Definitely gonna rack up a few more deaths along the way, but I mean, that's fine. You know what else is fine? Liking the video. I'm no longer asking. You must like the video now. Okay, good, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me... How many is this again? Ah, whatever. There's my lock on. There we go. Ooh, gosh. Gotcha. Gotcha. No, 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 no. He's got 1 heal in him, so mental note that. Beans. He's gonna heal. I'll do likewise. Full stamina. No, that does hurt. Too many. There, got you off that one. Butts. Dang, back out. Hello, buddy. How's it going? You were kind of hard to hit when you do that. You have, well, I mean, you got light armor iframes. Oh, fair, fair, fair. Fair, deserved, and earned. Ooh, heck you. Got him. Ooh, that blind spot to close it out was beautiful. Get wrecked. That was fun. Red Bear Claw, Fang Helm, Iron Rivet Armor, Iron Rivet Gauntlets, and Greaves. Cool! That was awesome! Sorry. Oh, okay. Strength, I guess you'd call that Acestus. Sec. The claw the great red bear wielded without modification by Red Bear, whose name was lost to madness fair. After killing the great red bear in a blood-soaked bout, he became fascinated by the untainted glory of its naked strength. I wish to be a bear. No more, no less. Okay, so he was a furry. I understand that. Red bear hunt. Sharp claws and the great swipe of the arm. So... creates a vacuum... Wait, what? Did he use that? Which attack is that? Perhaps his fascination with the untamed strength of the wild stemmed from his past as a redmane. Oh. After killing in... yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, someone mentioned that maps have lore. I forget about that all the time. This house... okay, not too much. More just location rather than actual about it lore. Well, let me get back on my everything. Where's my new one? Actually, how light is that? Hello? What is it called? It's... Iron Rivet Greaves. They're a bit on the heavier side, that's why I was looking at the lighter stuff. Fierce things first. Wakazash. Wait, what am I putting here again? Ah, yes, that's the Wakazash. Hello, where are they? Excuse me? Why can't I... am I... Iron River Greaves, Rivet. And they look like pantaloons. Why am I not seeing those? Am I just... blinded? There's a white reed. Oh, they're there. Okay. They're pretty good, actually. They're in that medium tier that I usually end up leaving myself in terms of weight loads. Those look nice, but I think the cloth brighten us up a little bit. Those, I think, are the best for this outfit. Those just look like nice gloves, honestly. Those are gloves that I would wear IRL. Oh yeah, I could swear by I knew there. I have forgotten of this thing. That was a fun fight. You know what? While I'm up here, before I get down there. Okay, so it looks like it's... okay, it's the same set and the same build-up. This one is a Dex version, that's a Strength version. This one I did level up to plus 24, so I'm sure this one goes up to B in Strength. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I could put it as keen and get a little bit more out of it, but that's a lifestyle change that I don't want to take. I don't want to embark upon. Hi, hup. And... Hi, hop. Ooh, that one feels like it's not gonna catch me. Well, I've completed that area. Is there anything up here? I saw some militiamen in this region. Leads over to here, which just leads up around that part of the plateau. Man, getting to that plateau is going to be so cool. Just because I've been at the bottom of it and I've seen the sides of it. And I saw that one area where that one Metroid guy was hanging out. And that was cool. Where am I now? Who's attacking me? Is it really just the boar that's attacking me? Yeah, just the boar. Just a jerk boar. Okay. What's over here? Ooh. I'm getting the unfriendly vibes out of these guys. Don't know why. Call it a hunch. Yep, that makes sense. So we are not... Well, I'll mess with them in a little bit. Let me head back to that other area, because it seemed a little bit less... horrible. Ooh, we'll take this, though. Alright, so we have one here and one... That's the bottom. Wait, is this the one I was at before? No, it can't be. Yeah, I guess my last one was... I'm feeling flummoxed. Didn't I find another one around... I'm confusion. I thought I found another one nearby. Because I had to go north to get to it, didn't I? Because I just wrapped around. I didn't go into this area because it was right about here. Didn't I find a bonfire there? Is this the one that I have no idea. It's definitely not... doesn't look like I've been here. I thought I saw... Is that the one that I leveled up at? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. I said I was going to do that after I found a bonfire. Did I just do that red main guy before I found my bonfire and just wasn't paying attention? Or did I actually... I guess I did find that? No, I guess I did find that one. I just didn't explore this area, which is... I guess I just beelined to that one once I saw it, and I didn't explore this area thoroughly, which is where my confusions is. Well, let's check around this wall, and then go into the town from the backside. That'll be better, because there's probably going to be a mini cave here. Gosh. I've also mostly been using, I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed, but I'm also using, like, my regular voice today. This is my regular speaking voice, which I'm thinking about using for streams more often. The thing is, it's not as hype. Like, I can't, I can't build hype with this more breathy, more natural voice, It's inherently calmer. And that's why I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Soyborn. You beat him with only Palm Blast? That's amazing. I have no idea who you beat, though, so... Be sure not to put spoilers in chat, or my mods will be swift with you. This is another... Yeah, the spirit one. Good, good, good. You don't need hype. Aww, that's sweet. Thank you. I feel like hype is valuable, though. And, I mean, not to say I haven't been laughing or, like, you know, screaming it from time to time. That's just gonna happen. Along with, like, you know, swapping out to a different voice for, hey, buddy. Swapping out to a different voice is a gag. Which is just something I do for my normal speech also. Look, I am very bit-centric, I guess you could say. Well, you probably shouldn't, because it's a weird thing to say. Where am I going from? I'm going up here? Yeah, I am. Only smithing stones. I'm surprised at how many smithing stones we found in this expansion region. They've been very common. That was a dick move. Oh, that's the way inside. Okay. Buddy. What about you? What is your... Where's the dog? Screw you. Bad dog. Yeah, the medium range combat, I am digging. It's just that I need a better weapon art for these things. But are you mad? Alright, I guess I'm not attacking those guys anymore. Those are just targeting distractions. Back, back. Yeah, that back quick step is the best thing I have for weapon art now. Unnecessary trade, but whatever. So how many of you guys are aggressive? You have eyes. I mean, that's his fault for having eyes. If he didn't want me to stab him, he wouldn't have had eyes. Duh. These guys, I realize now, are just crystal lizards. Nothing of note. Just a bunch of mid-tier item finds. But pretty normal item finds. How do I get in there? How do I get in there? How do I... Can I can. Can I can. Hey, buddy. Dang, hit me both of those? Shadow Tree Fragment. Kaboom. So what was... Where? Oh, he's pointing at the Shadow Tree Fragment I just got. Fair. Well, that's it for this internal nook area. Is that actually the Kansas guys that... Whoa, hello, 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 what are you? Smithing 3. So are these guys alive? I mean, or are they dead? Here's my current running theory. Because we've seen all the gravestones everywhere, and we know that death in the main world is defined by the Erdtree, right? Death looks like what the Erdtree it creates in the regular world. I'm feeling like these shadow guys are dead, and this is just what death looks like here. That, especially this, the vibe I'm getting off of this, and this is just speculation, I feel like this guy used to have that body when he was alive. Oh, ooh, let me cook on this. So, death is fundamentally different. The concept of death, which in our world is eternal or transportational, if depending on your theology, whereas death is either once you're dead, you are dead and there's no coming back, or your brain slash soul slash body slash whatever your theology says is transported to a new location, heaven, hell, etc., or you are reintegrated into the soil and reborn. Those are the three main philosophies of this real world. And in the world of Elden Ring over here, death is you die and you are reborn as yourself in the light of the Erdtree. So you come back. You exist as yourself once more. So you have an extension, an eternality of life, which is different from an eternity of life, would just mean life everlasting. It's an eternality. It is a extension of eternity. It is a linking together rather than a permanent rather than a permanent extension of it. It is a linked together two components of it. Anyways, that's what the Erdtree brought to this world. And then the alternate is the corruptive death, in which it is more of a hellscape, where it's a torment of suffering, eternal. Or the destined death, which would be the atheistic version of death, which is just death and then you die, which is also the same thing that the Omen Killer brought, right? So those would be the main death philosophies of Elden Ring. The Shadow Tree is another variation of death philosophy, is it not? Is it not? Is it not? And if the Shadow Tree's philosophy of death is this, what do we make of it? What if you live a life and then you die? And when you die, you are given a shadow form. You see what I'm saying? You are given a shadow form of life that is separate but distinct from your living form. What if this guy is looking in front of himself? Yes, sadness. What if this guy is that guy? What if those are the same person? The shadow is immortal, and if I kill it, it'll come back. But the physical vessel is mortal, which will then transfer into a shadow vessel, leaving the death route to become that path, which in the base game is something that is worshipped by a few adherents, but by and large, not the rule of the land. Now, here's where I want to cook on this. Hear me out on this, though. What happens in a world where the shadow of life is eternal, and your walking shade, effectively a ghost, can eternally walk the world? What happens in that world when everybody dies? What happens in that world when all sentient creatures, when all creatures who are worthy of this eternal reprise of life, what happens when all the creatures that have earned that shadow pass away? If all of them pass away, then you have an eternal shadow as people simply watch the withers and pains of reality replace the life that they once knew. What if this is the inevitable result of a world in which death is contingent on ghost, and yet there is no more life? Do you see where I'm cooking here? Do you see where I'm going with this? What do you make of that? That feels like it might be something. That feels like I'm onto something. Ghost fragments. Crafting materials, I guess I checked in. Tombstone fragment, there we go. In places where the dead have been brought since antiquity, the oldest gravestones turn into spirits and then fade away. Okay, so it's a temporary thing. So it is. So that actually solidifies a little bit of what I was cooking there. So, but then you may fade away. So in Dark Souls, you hollow, and hollowing represents a life without dreams and a life bereft of fulfillment or pride. It's a life in which you are no longer having a reason to live, but are incapable of dying. That's what causes people to go hollow. So in this world, it would be this is as close as we have to the Dark Souls world, with the difference being that in here, going hollow, instead of losing yourself to madness, going hollow means fading away. Are we cool? No, we are not cool. Nope, we are the opposite of cool. Now we... Nope, do not trade that! Oh my gosh. Okay. So I think I've pinned down the nature of death in this... It might not be... Oh, steak. It might not be completely accurate. I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be with the information I have. But I feel like I have at the very least, a pretty good starting point of what death means here. And since death, of course, is a major theme of all of the Elden Ring games, that inherently gives me a pretty good understanding of what the game is about. Just because, well, the theme of death is prevalent, as well as should be. It's it's what the game's about. Okay. So that being the case, does this enlighten us as to anything else? Well, it tells us what the gods were struggling for and after and about, and this type of transience, this type of existence that fundamentally oh, so these guys can't be backstabbed, right? Yeah, you thought that was gonna hit, huh? Yeah, that one didn't. Nope, blind spot's too good, buddy. No, you can't do that to me. You just don't work. Somber 8. So, Erdtree promised a eternal life without fading, right? So people had the Shadow Tree, or some equivalency thereof, including the gods, presumably, who could not die. So if the gods themselves cannot die, they simply didn't have to worry about any of this. But the commoner was greeted by this secondary life as a ghost, followed eventually, when you've completed your business or completed anything that you're passionate about, when you become hollow, when your joy in life fades, then you are greeted, as it were, by oblivion, by nothingness, which is actually very kind. That is a kindness, right? You are able to live for as long as you have joy of life, and then when you no longer have joy of life, you are able to take a bow and leave the stage, right? I don't see that as a bad thing. And that being the case, there were those, however, that longed for true life eternal, as there always are. Ooh. And if those who wished for life eternal got the Erdtree, it was easy enough to convince themselves, look, I am still alive, I will never fade, I can still eat and taste and do all the things I could when I was alive, led the people to worship the Erdtree and love it. Led people to love the Erdtree. The horned warriors were figureheads of the military might that the tower kept watch over. Okay. So in this being the case, Uh-oh. That's a good place for a hidden wall. So this being the case, we know a lot more about the base world and how the Erdtree, this alien creature, because we effectively know the Erdtree is an alien, right? We know that? Like, that's where those, the gravity magic and the stuff from beyond the world comes. Those alien little insectoid creatures and the meteorites. Those are alien, and the Erdtree also came as a seed of the aliens, right? Sounds strange to say alien as a term in this, but I feel like it's correct. Extraplanar might be also appropriate. Hey, buddy. Oops. So people were sold on the idea that Erdtree extra life good, and they founded that as a faith, but because the Shadow Tree and the Erdtree could not meaningfully coexist, because the Shadow Tree and the Erdtree could not meaningfully coexist, they had to... Evangelism was necessary. Right? You had to convince enough people that, no, we should destroy a Shadow Tree and let an Erdtree rise from where its roots once... from where its roots once sucked. From where it once lived. Am I being wary of? Is it just militiamen? Yeah, they said be wary of, right, which is why I'm going over here. That makes sense, right? Which is why it became so very important. Really? You're gonna do that to me? Rude. I thought I was gonna be able to... Okay. That's why it became critical to those who would deny the type of immortality that the... Ooh. Sec. There we go. That's why it became critical to those who wanted the type of immortality that the Erdtree granted instead of the type of immortality that the Shadow Tree granted, to eradicate the Shadow Tree and replace it with the Erdtree, because that would be the only way to ensure that you are given the Erdtree's eternal life instead of the Shadow Tree's extended ghosthood. Something that is not wished for by all, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, the crystal ones too. Yes. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at chat lately. It's also fascinating that even inanimate matter is turning to spirit. Yeah, I would file that under. I just thought of something. So yeah, inanimate matter turning to spirit would either be objects that have been infused with enough love or hatred or emotion or focus, if you will, that they have become not alive themselves, but imbued with a spirit of life. That's the same sort of logic that gives you legendary swords that are still legendary swords after the wielder no longer holds them. The belief that some spark of the person who once wielded them still lies within it. Now, if this place is a sanctuary for those who desire the Shadow Tree's type of death, flavor of death, if you will, then that explains the difference in the warrior pots. Because in the Erdtree land, is there a proper name for just this world, for this map? I don't recall it. I only know it by the individual zones. Limgrave, Caelid, Liurnia, Atlus, Haligtree. I don't know what this entire world is called, and because it needs a different name than this area. I guess the plains fine. This is the Shadowlands, but I mean the other area. The lands between? Yeah, lands between. That's what I was looking for. So in the lands between, which almost... Actually, now that we have the Shadowlands, then the lands between, that almost implies a land of light. There might be... I wonder if there'll ever be a second expansion. If this is the lands between, then what's it between? The Shadowlands and what? There's probably an answer to that I'm not thinking of, but regardless. So in the lands between... I need water. So in the lands between, death and warrior pots are fine. The warriors go into a pot, they get a different type of extended life, they become warrior pots that they basically get a unique soul that is itself a conglomeration of other ones, and then you're reborn by the Erdtree anyways, so this is just a way of getting the best of both worlds. You extend your life and also get reborn. You get a new form of life and also get the rebirth of the Erdtree, which is why it seemed more there to be revered and respected. The warrior pots were more of a noble end. Not completely, of course, but compared to what we see here, where it was a punishment, because we know that becoming a warrior pot here was a punishment to criminals to reform them. Quite literally to reform them, to form them into something new, to form them from what they were, criminals and ne'er-do-wells, into a new soul which may be a good one, i.e. the warrior pots. But here it's a punishment because then you do not get the eternal solitude and solace of the... Really, dear? Really? You do not get not eternal, but you do not get the solitude and solace that you have of the Shadow Tree that you want explicitly in this part of the world, right? Yeah, and grafting is another form of combination, exactly. Though, yeah, I guess we have to get into grafting then, don't we? So. Well, let me finish on the warrior parts, though. So for here, you are denied your second life. You are denied your shadow life. You are denied your ghosthood to be able to walk this earth once more and see the things that you loved before your spirit passes on. The Shadow Tree grants as a peaceful way of moving your soul on. And you are effectively being turned into a warrior pot here is the equivalent of being omen rotted. What was it called? The Dung Eater. The Dung Eater's omen rot, where he stops people from being accepted by the Erdtree, where he says, no, you don't get to live again. I'm going to kill you in a permanent way. I'm going to eradicate your soul. What they're doing here with the warrior pots is functionally that. It's the same result, the same end result as what the Dung Eater did in the lands between. It removed them from their expected and presumably hoped for cycle of life. Ooh, we get to go up here now. And in removing them from it, here it is a curse, whereas there it is a blessing. You hear what I'm saying? Is this making sense? Am I onto something? Am I doing a good job? Am I doing good? Would some even say that I'm being a good girl? Do I have a good idea, is what I mean to say, that I totally meant to say? So there? Because that... Yeah, because this doesn't go all the way up. Because that... Because that. 2 beast horns. That would explain why what is in one place seen as a noble end, as a noble culmination of life, can turn into a horror. Ooh. There's a nook. I think I'm onto something. Oh, I can just walk it. Never mind. I'll jump in anyways, for funsies. Yee. So... I genuinely feel like just that one tiny bit of knowledge answered everything in my understanding of this game and this world, for that extension. Where did that even spark from? The pearl shield as well. And because... we need to learn more about what their impurity is, because that feels like a separate discussion, right? Because I do feel that is that sort of conservatist mindset of... I must not learn about my opposition lest it corrupt me. What's giving me that is impurity, is the definition of calling it impurity, frankly. By calling it impurity, it just organically invokes this idea of... Really? Oh, you can shoot him from the... Oh, well, that's kind of lame. It sort of invokes this idea of faith, you know, the pure and the impure, right? Hello, thing. Divine... Oh! Oh, we're gonna get some good lore up in here now. Spirit of the divine bird warrior, from whom the horned warriors claim descent. Wow. Clad in golden armor and granted wings and feathers by divine invocation. Whose divinity then, right? Ornis succeeded in taming the divine bird. The divine bird? And made its wings his own, so he created this race. When he finally fell to the earth, he lived on as the guardian deity of the temple quarter. That sounds phenomenal. I love it. I'm totally going to level that up, I think. That sounds like it's going to be my new favorite Spirit Ash. There we go. Nice and clean rotation there. Speaking of rotations, I'm probably not going to be playing this for too much longer. We're at the 3-hour mark. I might go a few more minutes just to clean up this... If we did just clean up this area. Is there any areas I could clean up that would... You know, I'm going to clean up this northern area here that I kind of skipped over. I'm going to go clean that up and then we'll call it. And then next time we'll start here in this little... rat section. Bug section, I guess, not rats. Gosh, what even sparked that? Was it just... It was just seeing the ghost guy looking at it at what I am now assuming it's his own body. That's what sparked that entire line of thought. That one environmental world building literally built me the entire world of Elden Ring. And if I'm wrong, that doesn't matter, right? I have spoken before, and I'll speak again on it right now. The idea of Wikipedia's explaining fiction... Hot take, the hottest of takes, like an actual genuine hot take, The idea of a Wikipedia article explaining fiction is a fundamentally bad idea. I said it. It's a fundamentally bad idea. Because it robs the ability for something to mean whatever you gain from it, and instead replaces that with the ability for it to mean a specific thing. Someone can be... It makes it possible, first of all, but it makes it commonplace for someone to be wrong about their interpretation, as opposed to making it a thing for discussion, a thing for, you know, for discourse in the literal sense, a thing to be thought about and considered and weighed and mused upon. Instead, you look up a Wikipedia article or a YouTube video that explains it to you, instead of allowing you to discover it. And that's why I want to take you along my journey with me while I learn this stuff, because we're considering this together and talking about it, as opposed to simply getting a definition from another. And I think that is significant. I actually do genuinely think it's significant. Why did it auto-target to that guy? So then, yeah, the idea that there is a correct interpretation and an incorrect one, I think is just straight up a bad thing. Because any interpretation that resonates with you has a correct reading within it. Now, yes, it is better to have a reading that is fueled and founded in a good understanding of whatever it is you're trying to understand. If that thing that you're trying to like, I'm not going to gatekeep it, but I do have a degree in fine arts and, you know, media critique and writing and, you know, all these you know, fun things that go into world building and design. So I think it's not even pretentious to say that my thoughts on this might genuinely hold more weight than someone else's. I don't hold that over other people, of course. That would be dumb and bad. Ooh, that hurt. On some keychain. But there is something meaningful to say about saying that I can read a metaphor better than some other people can. That's all it really means at the end of the day, you know? It's not that I'm better at words, though I guess I could argue that I am. I'm not gonna. I hear something. What am I hearing? Is that a big bug? Oh, it is! Oh, I haven't seen one of you in a hot minute. There we go. Just one smithing stone 7? Gosh. Oh, really? You guys are up here. I didn't even see any of these things. But that's why I'm doing this with you guys, to get this analysis. Because I don't want to just read it. You know, this is... The number of people who look at MatPat videos as some sort of canon, I think, is dumb. I have nothing against him. I think his videos can be entertaining, but they need to be seen as entertainment rather than... Oh, golly. Oh, you went faster than I thought you would. That kind of hurt. Ooh, Ooh, a new short bow. Strength short bow. Strength light short bow. Light bow, that is. That's actually really good for a strength build to have a light bow option. Nice. But yeah. The idea that there is a correct interpretation... Ooh. hear another one. Why didn't that backstab? Hey, buddy. Dang it. Is annoying and bad, and in some cases there can be an intended interpretation, but it stops people from... Is it too pretentious to say that it stops people from thinking on their own? Probably. It stops... But it does, though. It stops people from considering their own identification, their own choice of interpretation on it, by implying that there is one that they need to learn. That looks amazing. Scattershot throw sounds like it's exactly what I've been looking for this entire time. And I think that the Dark Souls series in particular has actively resisted Wikipedia descriptions for all of its deities. I think, like, I say this as a huge fan of vtuber, being a person who has dedicated his career to deciphering this kind of lore, and I think it's beautiful to try to do so. I think that he also has in the past... Here, another one. I think that he has also in the past made a similar statement to what I'm making right now, so... I'm in good company in saying this as well, basically what I'm saying. Throwing blade specific! Employ the arts to convert multiple copies of the armaments and throw them all at once. Follow up with additional input to throw again. Okay, I think I found exactly what I had hoped for. I definitely hear another one. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have backstabbed. I had the quiet entry. I don't want to disrupt the bug, because I don't know exactly where it is. Zula the Witch? I do not, though I'm familiar with her work. Hear it. Sorry, just trying to pin this thing down with audio cues. It might be in... Oh, no, there it is. I think. Can I get a knock off of that? Well, I know where it is, and it looks like it's not budging from interruption, so let's cycle around and see what else is here first. And this will be the last area we cover for today. Yeah, I'm familiar with some of her videos. I don't, like, actively follow her stuff, though, but I do respect her work a lot heavily. But yeah, that's something that I've struggled with, is this idea that people are simultaneously quick to dismiss authority, see anti-vaxxers and such things, but also very quick to accept authority uncritically. No. Slumbering egg. Neat. So, like, there's a weird dichotomy there where people are simultaneously quick to accept a quote-unquote expert's information. Because, keep in mind, every expert is no different than you, except for possibly having more learned knowledge and education they're not gods, while simultaneously rejecting, having a trend of rejecting experts as well. Because in the same vein, experts are people who have dedicated either countless hours or even their entire life into understanding a specific concept or discussion. So it is simultaneously undervalued and overvalued at the same time. And both are bad. Got it? Okay, Summer 9's pretty good. You see what I'm saying, though? Well, this looks like it's going to be a little mini dungeon, so we'll finish it off as well. Now watch this be an entire full-fledged great dungeon. But, no, it should be a little thing, just a little thing, just a little thing. Right? Surely it must be. I am prepared to eat my words. By the way, be sure to subscribe, and if you think this kind of talk is interesting, link it to people. Let people know I exist. You can even link them to a timestamp. You know, be like, hey. So that's a crowd control. That's an AoE crowd control version. So I have single target, and then AoE. That's pretty good, since getting closed in on by multiple enemies is a very bad scenario for this, as these weapons do not handle that very well. Will there be armament? Oh, it's another forge. Okay, these are mini dungeons, so that's fine. Ooh, hello. Right, so we've seen that before. Something down there, obviously. So yeah, I feel like right now, experts including just the concept of expertise, is simultaneously over and undervalued. Overvalued in the sense that people will look for a quick explanation on a Wikipedia article rather than think about it themselves. Usually for stuff that people don't consider to be highly valuable to think about themselves, i.e. video game worlds. Elden Ring is a fantastic example, but this can also extend into, like, just Mega Man Battle Network, or, like, themes that are in, like, a Final Fantasy game, right? People will be like, yeah, I'll just look up a video to see what that's about, you know? I'll let someone else tell me what I should think about this sort of thing. And undervalued in the sense of people who are willing to dismiss what others say. If it either doesn't already align with their views, or mostly if it doesn't align with their views. And everybody has different views, right? Not everything is going to align with everything. Oh, really? That hit me? Okay. If you insist. I want to get that. Hey, buddy. Oop, wrong side. Wrong side. I forgot to do the thing. Oh, that hurt way more than it should have. Yeah, that's nothing. I like these enemies, honestly. They clearly do not feel the same, mind you. Dodge. Good dodge. Butts. Can't get to it. So yeah, that's my interpretation and understanding of the Elden Ring world at current moment, and that might change with future knowledge, of course. What's the reward? Smith Script Axe. An axe engraved with Smith Script. A throwing axe. Ooh. Quality. It's a quality thing. Strength, Dex, Int, Faith. Execute a strong attack or jumping strong attack to throw. I mean, we gotta at least see it. Interesting to see a quality build. Interesting to see a throwing axe, I guess. That's pretty freaking cool, actually. Again, giving more mid-range options. That's been a big theme of this game, right? We've had long-range options for casters, and as well as for archers. Yeah. So we've had long-range options for casters and for archers, and we've had short-range options for all melee. But mid-range options were limited only to very bad, frankly, skill sets of spells, which were generally wanting to be at longer ranges, or generally decent skill sets of light bows for the mid-range. Anything else simply didn't exist, really. Now we have a great sword that has a projectile R2, which is great. That's a mid-range option that sounds very fun. We have the these daggers, which are a mid-range purist weapon, a truly pure mid-range weapon. We have the throwing axe, also as a quality build, but you don't see a whole lot of baseline quality build things. Melee weapon with a mid-range option. We have even a throwing great hammer. Are you kidding me? Which I can just barely equip. I mean, yeah. If you're locked on, that'll do some... If you're locked on to hit, that's an amazing option for a strength build. That's so good. Wow, is that incredible. I am overjoyed that in its sheer existence. I am absolutely overjoyed and reveling purely in the fact that that weapon exists in this game. That is a unused design space that this game has fulfilled. I could not be happier by this fact. I am... Wow, it's so good. Two at once, eh? Don't like my odds. They don't really have a way of cheesing them. They probably are weak to blunt if I wanted to go back to the fancy arts. Okay. Ooh, an ancient stone. That's a good thing. Ooh, nope, that's a kick, that's a kick. I don't have any weapon equipped there right now. Didn't think about that. Really? What am I locking onto over there? Just a slim? Hey, buddy. Ow. I definitely have to kill that one guy who's throwing stuff, because he's going to have a cool drop, I bet. Although step one of that is, you know, getting either of them dead. No, I'm dead. Butts. I suspect things. I'm not parrying anything in here. Hey, buddy. Let's... get back up there and try some blind leaf arts. Keeping in mind that we can just turn around and blink away as well. That hit? Oh, wow. Okay, that hit a lot. I didn't even get a chance to try out my stuff. I'm gonna try that again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no. Pow, 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 pow. I've got a good feeling about these arts against them. I need to figure out what staggers well. Hi, bud. Because, let's be honest, I don't use a lot of weapons that build a lot of stagger, just like in general, you know? The kind of weapons I like are not the kind of weapons that stagger. I feel like fisticuffs might stagger more. Oh yeah, I did some good damage. Some of those 2 hits, that's what's gonna kill me. And presumably that's what he has. But... how do I deal with this? Don't like that. God, Blink Bolt might not be the answer I thought it was. This is a problem. Definitely the guy I want to kill is the more dangerous one. Yeah, it's fair. But yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair. That first one, fair. The 2 follow-ups, not fair at all. Ignoring encounters would be a valid tactic if I didn't think he had dropped something. I feel like he has a different attack pattern, which means he might have a drop. I want to fight him and get his drops. Plus, I kind of feel like I want to beat each enemy in the game at least once. I don't know why that's a thing. I guess it's just like sort of a pseudo-completionist thing for me. I want to kill each enemy at least once. Really? You're gonna do that to me right then? I can't do this now because you're about to... Hey buddy, how's it going? Oh, that's a lot of them. Anyways, how are you guys doing up here? Do I have a cheese against them? I don't know if I even have a cheese against them. What if I try lightning? Lightning strips... Do I have it? I think I'm... Ooh, that seemed dangerous. Let me try... Just staying and thinking for a second. Do I have lightning arrows? I should, almost certainly, right? Shatter Shard? Oh, that's a noise thing. That does magic damage. Buddy. No one's impressed by you right now. Hold on. No? Oh, come on. Well, let's just go for this guy's arm. That's not much. I'm assuming you're immune to poison, but I guess we try that next, eh? Come on. Am I trying not him at all? Yeah, let's go for this guy with the poison. Easier shots. How many of these arrows am I gonna send in? Well, it seems pretty immune to poison to me. That does a little damage, but not enough to grind it down. Yeah, we can try Holy, though I don't got high hopes. Nope. Definitely not fire, right? Could try a Trina arrow. Probably not even worth to try any of it, if I'm being honest. I should probably just get in there and do the thing that I know works. And that is akimbo this. Wait, are you stuck in there? Wait, that makes things easier. If you're stuck in there, then I only have to fight one of you, and this is the one with the art that I want. Presumably. Nope, 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 the other one had it. Or they both have it, that's the other option. Okay, new plan. New plan is Zot. We shall Zot them eternal. I love how that guy always misses me. Let me get this. Excuse me, just want to grab this first. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Yep. There's that. But hear me out. I mean... It's not... Ooh, okay. What do you guys think? Is it just... backhand blades get good? That's how it's feeling like to me. My knees be less gentle. Can you hard confirm for me that neither of these guys drop anything? I'll accept that. If you can hard confirm for me, as in you have killed them, and they didn't drop anything, then sure. But that one guy is throwing stones at me, and I have never seen these guys throw stones before, and it looks like only one of them is doing it, which makes me conclude that one of these guys may have a Art of War, or a spell, that drops or casts stones. Wait. Smithing stones? Okay, fair enough. That's good enough for me. Ow! Oh, geez, these things suck. To clarify, I'm 100% going to come back and fight him later. That's absolutely going to happen, but I can do that off stream if I know that it doesn't have anything extremely cool. No, I refuse. What is that? Right, so I need to lower that or make that into a raisable and lowerable bridge so that I can ascend there, looks like. Which probably means a lever. Okay. And yeah, some small part of me that likes completionism is going to absolutely go back and kill them. Ooh. That guy's got a pot on his head. Hey, buddy. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, it makes slimes, boys. That's pretty cool, actually. Hey, guy. Fair. Smith's Grip shield. Wonder if the other Smith's Grip stuff is throwable. I wonder if that has like a throwable component to it. Yeah, I won't fight them right now because they suck and I don't like them. There we go. Like, one-on-one, they're not that hard, but it's so easy to make any mistake. That's a lot of appraisals. You know what? It's so obviously wrong that I almost want to try it and trust it. I will for the bit, but not this close to the end of stream. Okay, nope, nothing else here. and... Well, I'm not gonna interrupt them. They seem nice. He's just petting his slime friend. No, that guy's cool. Maybe I can talk to him? Oh. Sorry. Ow. That was really cute. Why do you have to hurt me? That also summarizes my last relationship. Huh. Anyways, yeah. So these guys, that guy's completely not visible, which is probably why he never hits me. Like, even when I was running straight towards him, he never actually hit me when I ran out that way. Hi, hup. Can I go on that side? Yeah, probably. So it was down here. Oh, my souls are over there. It's a full level up worth of souls. Drop. Please live this. I do, somehow. Hopefully he'll have leashed by the time I get back up there. Either way, I've been... Okay, or he could... Wow, was that a dick move. Wow! Wow! Oh my gosh. These guys suck! I'm ending this stream on a sour note. Dang. Wasn't expecting that. Not a sour note. I've had a great time with you guys, and today was a wonderful stream, if you ask me. Expect more like it in the future. But no, this is one of my least favorite, sure, whatever. This is definitely one of my least favorite locales. But my souls are here, so I don't have to bother the cute couple anymore. Not couple. More like a dude and a pet. Okay. They're cute and good. I'm assuming that's good and cute. What's up here? Oh, this is the lever I needed from before. Oh. I can't even get to those other nerds if I wanted to now. I mean, good, screw them, but like, you know what I'm saying? So, that kills me, huh? Well, I guess that's what this path is for? Because now this doesn't kill me? Hi, hop. Oh no! I almost just threaded that. So hard. Hi, hop. Okay. Okay. We almost got this. We've finished a main gimmick of this place. There's a ladder. There's whatever the heck is going on over there. Well, the ladder one looks safer to go do first. Well, yeah, I know that, bro. I'm just seeing if there's anything here. Whew. Oh, this is the finale part. Isn't it? Ooh, that! Ooh, another ancient smithing stone. Nice. The golem smith as a... Let's learn what they are, because I've been wondering. The spirit of stalwart stone guardian that launches his own fists as projectiles. Okay, so it's one of that type. Telu was said to be the runt of the litter and the first to stop moving. But it was he who became the guardian deity of the smithery. That sounds phenomenal. Those guys are invincible unless you get a crit on them. Is this just going to rotate that? It absolutely is. Well, that's okay, because then I can walk over here to get the rest of this section. Which I just realized now is going to make it so I can't get out. I just soft-locked myself. Okay, fantastic. Oh, no, that's the entrance. Oh, we're just right at the end. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're golden. That was a cute little dungeon. I'm definitely leveling up that guy. That might be my go-to spirit from here on. We got 2 new spirits, both of which I want to level up and try out. Discus Hurl. We do have a shield with a mid-range option. So now any sword and board user, any weapon user who uses shields has access to a physical 84 shield with a mid-range attack option. That's amazing, right? Like, isn't that's insane, right? Like, yeah, you'd rather have 100% negation, but like, that's crazy good. Alright, well, I'm going to shimmy away. We got a lot done. Wait, no, we have this little lake here. Okay, we'll clean it up. We'll be good. We'll be clean. We'll clean it up proper, real quick. It won't take more than a second, I hope. If I find another dungeon, I'm not gonna do it. I'll save that for next time. But I gotta do it right. Just look for any more things here. There's not going to be anything major, Jade. Don't worry. You can wrap it up and go play Deadlock in a second. You just gotta make sure that you do it right, or it will be in the back of your mind all night as you try to do other things and say, man, I didn't finish that one section, though. And you'll feel bad and guilty, but you won't do it when offline because you want to make sure that everybody sees it. So you will keep on panicking about it until Monday, which is the next Elden Ring stream. And there's nothing here. I'm so glad I checked. Unless... Nope, that's actually the one we've already explored. Okay, right, we're good. We're good. Well, we know where we're going now. Next time we shall explore the buglands with these little bug things. So far, all the bugs we've seen have been polite, so we'll see why these guys are such dicks. Thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful time. Please let people know I exist, or at least send a clip somewhere, or just smile because I really appreciate the fact that you're here in any way, so even if you don't do anything else, I'm still glad you're here. And I'll see you again real soon. Tomorrow is going to be an art stream of all things. It's going to be a bad art stream because I'm not good at art, but that means I'm just going to be talking the whole time and saying weird stuff. Probably in the vein of what I was talking about with the expertise thing, since that applies very much to art and creation. So, good night, friends. Sleep well, and I love you.